FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host today on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Wandedoo Tortya.
And Saturdays for Weddings is where we talk about weddings like the name implies, marriages, love, everything that just goes on behind and even after the wedding bells. And today our focus is bride compatibility. Bride compatibility. And what we are going to be talking about is that, tradition. Let's call it a tradition first. And then if it's not, then people can correct it later. When it's required of the bride to go and live at the in-laws house, go and stay with the in-law, before the wedding. For a while, for the bride to actually go there, and people say, okay, the bride is going there maybe to for the in-laws, the mother-in-law especially, to be able to know if the bride is good enough for their son to marry. Maybe check her, is it cooking skills, check how she knows how to take care of the home, this and that. That is what we are going to be talking about today, bride compatibility. That tradition where they go to check the bride has to, or bride to be rather, have to go and live with the groom's family, for some time, and then they get to check whether she knows how to do this, she knows how to do that, they just check and try to know if she is ready enough to marry their son. And if she is not, well, they're sending her back to her home. And then if she passes, that test, let's call it a test too, because that's only got to be a test, right? If she's able to pass it, then she gets to marry their son. So what do you think about that tradition? Do you think that it's necessary? Do you think that it's actually fair, because some people say that even if you carry that bride to your house, bride to be to your house, you know, to live with in-laws, and then get to check that compatibility, whether she's actually good enough to marry your son, it's possible that the person will pretend, you know, in that at that point, you know, the person will just pretend to be a good wife and everything, and you still end up giving maybe a bad person self to your son, and hence it will not be effective. And some people say that, well, it's actually a very good tradition, because you have to know who you're giving your son to.
Yes.
Like who your son is going to marry, who that person is going to be with, what she can do, because if she's not able to keep a home, most people believe that it's the woman that is able to, you know, hold the home together. So that phase is actually very important for her to go and learn, and then also for the in-laws to be able to check whether she can do it. Now, there is another interesting question that I will be asking later, but for now, let's start with this one. You also can call in to be part of this conversation and then share your opinion with us. And the number for you to call is 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868. We're talking about bride compatibility today on Saturdays Are for Weddings. Is it necessary that the bride goes to stay at her in-laws' house, bride to be goes to stay at her in-laws' house, you know, for them to check and test whether she is good enough to marry their son before they actually go ahead and then bless the marriage? What do you think about that tradition? So like I mentioned earlier, I am not here alone in the studio. I am here with Wando, and well, let's start from us, Wando. So have you ever heard of that tradition, like, or have you seen it happen even in real time?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've seen a situation in which a bride is told to go to the family of the groom. Yes, to go and stay there and observe. They will observe her whether she's good for the husband to marry her. So a bride goes to the husband to be's house, and she does the house chores, helping cleaning and arranging the house, cooking and doing things that.
Okay, this person is itching. So hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
morning.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Barrister Samuel. I'm calling from Coca-Cola.
Welcome to the show, Barrister Samuel. Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
That's an interesting topic.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. It is interesting because what we have here in Africa is different. You know, marriage under the English law is just a consent between an adult, that is the two adults consenting for that, and it's done. Yes. If you are okay with the man you want to marry as your husband, and then the husband is okay with the lady she's marrying as wife, it's done. It's okay. But under the African tradition, it's not like that. Even though some pretend, but it's not like that. In African tradition, a marriage is a union between two families. Whether you like it or not, it is like that.
Okay.
It's not just an issue between you and your spouse. It's beyond that. And as for me, because I'm also married, when I saw a lady I love and I wanted to, I invited my dad and he came. My dad is retired and he resigned to the village.
Okay.
I invited him, he came to town here. And he met my would-be spouse. And he likes it.
Okay.
You know, your son is refusing to be somehow. He wants to settle down, so he likes it. And they interacted. And I didn't stop at that.
Okay.
I had to allow my lady move to the village. She moved there and she met with my mom. And my mom liked it. My mom liked her size. You know, my mom doesn't like a small woman.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody with size. Same also because I am of height, so I would like a woman that would be of height so that will produce very tall, fine, beautiful children.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always happen like that.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
possible
it
that you're
doesn't.
of height and then you still you have maybe one grandmother or
Yes, from
grandfather
genes.
that
Yes, traits. Family
yes.
traits. You can get it from them.
Well, the truth is that my case is different because all my children look like me that they are going to be tall.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right. Okay.
So the marriage was not dependent on them anyway,
Hmm.
but I believe that they have a very good contribution to it because it's not just me and the wife. It's a union between families.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to let you know that I also went to my spouse village, or I met her parents and then the village, and I believe that that's the same thing. They also saw me, and maybe they like it,
Okay.
considering how their daughter was able to sell me to them
Hmm.
before I even came.
Okay.
Okay.
So under the African setting like us, I
Hmm.
think is very very fundamental.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. All right.
Because you can't do away with that.
Hmm.
Mm.
You become part of the family, and you know that there are some things in the family or maybe the extended family that my mother may tell the wife and I wouldn't know. Maybe I'll know through my wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is just beyond husband and wife.
Hmm.
Yes.
All right.
I
Okay.
also learned some of the things from my family from my wife.
Hmm.
Yes. So she has become part of the family completely.
Hmm.
So I think it's very good, and it should be maintained. If there is any other negative aspect of it, maybe it should be corrected. But as for me, I don't see.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
believe that it should be continued. It's very good.
All right. All right.
Let us unite as a family.
Hmm.
Mm.
Our setting is more of a social life. Socialism was even the best for us.
All right.
Okay.
So let's live as a family than individuals that are happy and the rest people are not happy.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Barrister Samuel, for calling in to be part of the show. Barrister Samuel, a living proof or example of what we are talking about here today. He
Yes.
is saying that is very important. In fact, it is something that is very good, and it should not actually be stopped. And for him, it was going to see the kind of
Yes.
person know whether
You're married,
even
yes.
fit. But why should me? I would still ask, why should somebody maybe your other family members be trying to check, okay, if this person has the correct body fit, to actually get married. But it goes beyond that. Sometimes
Yes.
it's to check, does this person know how to cook? Can she? Hello.
Hello,
Yes, good morning.
morning. How are you? I'm Obeka Muhammad Isa from Wadata.
Welcome to the show, Muhammad Isa.
This your program is a very wide program.
Okay.
The family issue.
Mm,
Three things are combined:
okay.
tradition,
Mm,
religion,
Mm.
culture.
okay.
Okay.
All is the fault of the family of that woman.
Okay. Did you say the fault?
I'm coming.
Okay.
Her mother have to teach her many things,
Mm,
especially the food we eat.
mm,
Why you also, you can be tested. You'll be invited to your spouse's house to go and do a certain job to see whether you are a healthy. You can do it. It's not fighting in the ring.
okay.
Like a fisherman, you paddle a canoe, catch fish very well.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Is it easy for me to give you my daughter and you become a very sluggish, very slow person? No.
Mm,
Some will invite you to the farmland to go and cultivate a certain regions physically, not you to pay people to come and work for your in-laws.
okay.
We should be remembering all these things.
Mm,
But because we are in a hurry, we are fast. We use money. We use some elite, some big men and women.
mm,
Let's check very well. Not the woman to come and stay with your family to be. All those ones are secondary.
Okay.
The real primary one is the upbringing from her parents. First, according to the last caller, how his dad came, the way she respected the old man, that's how it continues. And when she went back to the village, she respected that old woman again. And the mother told him, don't bring one small rat or shot. He too. That's why I said that's the beginning. Your parents will teach you what to do, and you will learn from your parents.
Okay.
I want all of us to go very deeply and look at it very well. Out of mind is not out of. You understand what I mean?
Okay. So,
So when you are making a choice of a woman, go around, make sure first. Tradition,
so are you
culture, and religion.
Are you saying
Yes.
that it's not necessary, for her to actually go to the in-laws' house to be tested? That is like the responsibility of her own biological parents to actually do the checking and then trying to prepare her.
She has already been prepared already.
Okay, but then the man should go and be tested.
Okay, the man also should be tested in his in-laws house, because we are the one to carry the responsibility of that woman at the end.
Oh, okay. The wife
Because
is already tested
if the
at her
woman
own.
comes in a pretendance way,
Mm.
you have not been tested, whether you are sluggish or slow or this, who knows? But you know who is coming to you, and you are a slow person, and the woman is a hard worker.
Okay.
You see her with pregnant with load on her head. Well, meanwhile, the man is a slow person. She don't know.
All right.
That's why,
Okay.
please test women very well. Test us.
Okay. All right. All right.
Men were tricky.
Okay. Okay.
Check him.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammadu Isa, for calling in to be part of the show. And I do not believe that this whole script will just turn out like that, and somebody will be saying, "Thank God that it's coming from a man." Before
Yes,
they say it's women these days that are
Yes.
trying to say the man should be doing this. That was the question I was going to ask later. Like, why is that for the men? Quite okay,
Yes.
maybe a few, it would be like a few number that they say, okay, let the man to come for that
Yes,
testing,
yes,
let them check whether he knows how to take care of
The
the family,
home,
knows how
yes.
to do this. It's mostly the woman.
Yes.
And then you come there, all the man's brothers, the man's sisters, everybody's there.
Yes.
All eyes on,
On
you,
you,
whether
yes.
you know how to cook. They're
Or
just
not.
waiting to judge. Like, if you cook, they'll
Well.
test it. Like, is this one, how can somebody that want to marry our brother still be sleeping by this time?
Yes.
I don't find that, to be honest, that's just my opinion though. To be honest, I've not seen a man go
Be tested.
to go and do the
Farm
do
work,
this
yes.
testing. Or I've not seen it, so I don't know if it happens somewhere. Okay, I've seen it in a movie. Like,
yes,
I've seen it,
in
but it's
movies.
not usually the parents that require it, or it's not a requirement. It's the man that just decides to maybe go and prove himself, try and show that I can do this, I can do that. So Mr. Isa is saying that the woman, that testing and whole knowing whether she's ready is like the responsibility of her own biological parents to actually
Train
check and then train and know if she is ready. But a man, that is what should necessarily be tested. Go to your in-laws and show them that you know how to paddle a canoe,
Yes.
you know how to fish, you know how to farm, you know,
Yes.
all those things.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll still talk about this one too more because it's interesting. I do not believe that this early someone would call out, okay, it should also be done to the men.
Yes.
So this is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host today on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Wandedoo Tortya.
and this morning, our focus is bride compatibility. We are talking about that tradition where a family requires the bride to go to her in-laws' house and then live with them for a few days or even weeks, and check if she knows how to handle a home, if she'll be able to do this, and then maybe get to instill some values in her, this and that. Is it a necessary thing to actually go through? And do you think that it is fair? And now that we have someone that's actually involved the men themselves, let's talk about it as well. Do you think that the men should also have to go through that? Because if you look at reality, it's the ladies who have to go through that whole testing, where they say go to your in-laws house, your in-law wants to check if you can actually be able to take care of her son.
Yes.
I don't see any man going to his in-laws house to go and get checked if he knows how to, handle the home. I don't see that happening.
Yes.
If in any case a man actually visits his in-laws, when he's yet to even marry their daughter, if anything, they start, I don't know, is it just the ones I see, but it's more like they be worshiping him, or they be doing, okay, you have to make sure he's comfortable.
He's fine,
even becomes a play place. I don't know. It's them that who try to impress. But then if you have seen differently, you can still tell us. That is the one I have seen I'm talking about. But the good thing is you can also call in and then share with us what you're seeing. Do you think that this tradition is necessary? Do you think it's effective? And do you think that a man should also have to maybe follow through it the same way that it is done when it has to do with the women? Number for you to call is 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And on the show this morning, we are talking about bride compatibility. So call in and share with us if you think that this whole testing phase, if it's necessary, if it's fair, if it should go both ways. Call in and let us know what you think. And also, Wanda, we were talking about, the ones you have seen, and you were actually sharing with me, with us, like a situation like that you have seen. So go on.
Yes. I was sharing with us a situation in which I've seen that a bride went to, in this situation, this
bride to be,
yes,
right?
bride to be, yes, went to her in-law to be's house for a thorough check up on her, how she's going to take care of the house if she eventually marries from their home.
Okay.
So,
hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Agabu Thomas calling from Benue Crescent, Makodi.
Welcome to the show, Agabu Thomas.
Yes, the show, the program, the choice of the program is a wonderful one.
Thank you so much.
I must commend that. Yes, I have listened to the program, and this is my take. Like Barrister earlier said, marriage is an agreement between two consenting adults
yes.
in the Western world. The close addition to it in our own part of the world, it is not just about the two concerned adults. The families are now brought in.
Okay.
Like he rightly said. My take is, if a woman should be tested by the other family, since the two families are coming to be one, the man should also be tested.
Okay.
Because I am a married man. I have tried to manage my own wedding very well.
Okay.
But many marriages have faced challenge. Reason being that the man wasn't studied very well, or the woman wasn't studied very well.
Okay.
Okay.
And then courtship or friendship isn't marriage. Maybe you enjoy everything during courtship and what. Once it becomes marriage, it's a different ballgame all around. So if you don't study yourselves very well,
Yes.
maybe you study only the woman and then accept what she is or what she can offer, and then forget about studying the man.
Yes.
If it turns around, sometimes you see with many women go into depression or what, things like that. Same to men too.
Okay.
So I am of the opinion that men too should be studied. Yeah, because I've stayed with my wife for close to 20 years now. But sometimes we stay as we joke. She said, when we were cutting, I used to do this, and now I am not doing.
You're not doing it again.
Yeah,
Now
things like that.
relaxed.
And sometimes I also tell her the same thing. You know, but we have understood ourselves, and then we are going.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you believe that it should be like the in-laws' responsibility to do that studying, that testing that we are talking about? Like the go on.
Personally, I will give it a 30-70. The person involved should take the 70. The family can take the 30.
Okay.
Because the two parties are the real people facing the heat. The family is just on the background. Good or bad, they are there.
Okay.
And then sometimes they are even the ones that stands against the union. So it is like, to me, it's a 70-30.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas, for calling in to be part of the show this morning. And well, we just heard that somebody that is saying that it is very important, but it is, you see the percent that he gave it. He said 30. Like
70.
It should be like the bigger responsibility of testing or trying to figure out if your partner will be able to take care of the home.
Yes.
Should be more on the couple
Yes.
themselves. And then the remaining 30, like it's also important to go in to allow them, go and check
Yes.
with the family, go to your in-laws place and let them study you and try to know. But I keep wondering, is it actually effective, like in those few days? Because what you see it happens, like maybe the woman comes to stay with her in-laws to be for maybe a month. Is that time, and like, is it enough to actually check and be sure that this person is someone that is able to take care of a home? Because I don't know, marriage is a whole long life thing. Like if God blesses you and you're still alive, it's a long thing,
Yes.
right? And then if you don't go your separate ways, so that one more a month testing that you're going to do, most especially for the women, is it effective? I don't know. Like, you also can call in and then share with us what you think. If you have gone through this before, tell us what it did. Like, did your wife go and stay with her in-laws, that is your parents, and then maybe to get checked, to get tested, and then some form of training before actually going into the wedding? Or did you yourself, was it required of you to go and get checked, go and get studied for a few weeks, by your in-laws before you get into the marriage? And also, women, tell us how you feel about this. Ladies, call in, do not shy away from this topic, because if there's somebody that is more affected, that is more like the main person, of this story, it's the women, because that is what who it mostly happens to. Like when they say, well, go and stay with your in-laws and try to do this, try to do that. To be honest, I keep repeating it. Me, I've not seen it happen with a man in real life. It's probably where I have been, but if you have seen it, you can still call in and then tell us differently. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868. And also, I would like to remind the ladies, in case you're thinking what to talk about, if you're someone who was once in that position, maybe you had to go stay with your in-laws to be before you got married, so that they can check and then test if you know how to handle even kitchen work, anything at all. You can still call in and share with us. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Oh, okay, we lost that. And he came with so much excitement. Please do call us back, because I'm sure whatever you're about to say must be really interesting for you to be that excited. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868. This is Saturdays for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I am your host. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Wandedoo Tortya.
Call in and let us hear your take on this bride compatibility. That is our focus for today. That issue where it's required of a bride to be to go and stay at her in-laws house, for a while before the wedding, to be able to check if she knows how to cook, if she knows how to clean, if she looks like maybe the one that can even bet you. Some people, you heard a story someone shared, maybe she matches the shape or even complexion that they are looking for. There are different things that people go out to try out.
Yes.
If you think that is necessary, call in and share with us. Should it also be done with the men, because it's not highly done? Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good evening.
Morning.
Good morning to you too.
Good morning. Well, my name is Frederick Emmanuel.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes, thank you. I love the program. It's a good one.
Oh, thank you.
You see, what the other man that Alaji Isa is trying to tell is not that the woman will not go to the groom's place. The truth about it is that she has been brushed already by her biological parents. So the one that most important most is the one that is coming to marry, which is the groom, to go and know more about her. Yes, before the wife will be given to.
Okay.
I love your program. Is my act. That is my take to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show, Mr. Emmanuel. Now, Mr. Emmanuel is adding to what Mr. Muhammad Isa said earlier about, okay, it's the man that even has the more thing to go and prove to his in-laws whether he's good, if he can go to the farm, if he can fish, you know, different things that he has to go and show that he can do. I see that a lot in village movies, just thinking about it, where the man has to go and show, and they'll be like, he's a strong man, Ifoma. How do you want to miss this kind of man? You know, those back then Nigerian movies, I used to see those a lot. So Mr. Emmanuel is saying that the wife has already been brushed, but to be honest, most women, right from I think when they even turn, is it 20 or which age, they have started telling them, you have to do this. Is this what you go and do in your husband's house? I'm so tired of that phrase. I don't think there's any lady who has not heard that, you know, staying with her parents, who has not heard that. But then, even after all of that training, it is still required, you know, with some cultures, or most people, some people who maybe it's not even their culture, it's just something that they decided that the lady should go and live with the her in-laws for some time, to be able to let them be able to test her, let them be able to know if she can do this, if she can work, if she'll be able to keep a home, and then the mother should be showing her, this is how you handle my son, this is how you do this with my son, you know, this and that. So now, call in and tell us if you think it's necessary that the bride-to-be should have to do that. And also, we are involving the men too. Do you think that the men should also have to go for that whole testing compatibility stage, where they go and stay with the bride-to-be's family, and then let them know whether him too he can farm, or he's not only the person that knows how to cook? Hello. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
It's Grace Bako.
What's your name again?
Grace Bako.
Grace Bako, welcome to the show. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Makoni.
Welcome to the show, Grace. So tell us what you think.
I think that the lady should go for the check-in, because some ladies do not actually know how to cook and do all those kitchen work.
So what of the man? Should we also go to our in-laws' house and they should go and check whether he knows how to carry heavy load?
But for some of them.
So for the ladies, all of them to go, but for the men, some of them.
Yes.
Okay. Why is it only some of them? Why is it not all of them? But the ladies is all of them. Okay. Grace Bako already ended the call, but she is saying that all the ladies should be required to go and for that testing. They should go and check if she is compatible, if she knows how to handle a home, or whatever they be checking. Because honestly, I have not been in that situation. I can only talk from what I have seen, what I have heard, you know. But then for the men, she is saying that it should only be some of them. I would have really loved to know why it's some of them, because what happened to the other ones? Why are they not getting checked? Since we all have to check. And I was asking if you think that this is actually effective, because it's just a few days, you know, maybe before the wedding, before they start planning, and then they go for this checking. Is it effective? Hello? Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, I am Dr. Joseph. I'm calling from Hangeior.
Please move away from your radio set, Dr. Joseph.
Okay, I'm a bit away. Okay now.
Okay, no, it's actually very noisy. Maybe you would have to maybe call us back and then move away from it, or just turn down the volume just for the time that you're talking to us. And when you're done, you can turn back up the volume and enjoy the show. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Okay, once more, I'm Dr. Joseph Enefu. Good morning, ma.
Okay, welcome to the show, Dr. Joseph. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Hangeior, Makodi.
Okay, so tell us, let us hear your opinion.
Okay, about the issue, both intending couple to be, both male and female, husband and wife to be, they are expected to know each other very well. And their parents as well need to find a way to understand them.
Okay.
You know, in the traditional society, earlier before now, it is much easier for you to say, okay, let the bride visit the parent of the groom, or the other way around. But today we are living in a more advanced society, separated by huge distance and busy schedules and so on and so forth. That makes the issue very, very difficult and complicated. But I think we can make indirect calls. I mean, we can study them indirectly as well by knowing one or two persons who are close to these people and investigate them somehow behind. Like me, before I married, I always hope for a good woman. Then eventually, when I made my mind to marry the woman I choose, having studied her, I took her to my parents. I said, this is the woman I want to marry. Do you like her? Do you approve of her? I think she slept in the family house for 3 days. Then we returned back to town. We went to the village to see my parents. And the following day, my parents said, okay, they are okay with her. They are all right, no problem. I should go ahead, whatever I want to do, and so on. Unfortunately for her parents, I have never met her parents in the whole of my life before.
Oh, okay.
But the dad is somebody who is connected in terms of knowing who and who. So he knew almost a lot of people. So he asked more than 20, 30 persons about me. And each person asked him to go ahead and give his daughter to that young man, that the young man is good enough.
Okay.
But we have never met before. So eventually, at the end of the day, the marriage came to pass. And the marriage is blessed with 4 children. We are 8 years into the marriage now.
Wow, congratulations.
And we are enjoying ourselves, no problem. But I think people need to study each other.
Okay. And the parents too should need to study the couple before they actually get married.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right.
Because these days we have many volatile young men and women on the street. You never can tell who will go and mess up your son or your daughter in the name of marriage. So they needed to study these people, honestly speaking.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that those few days, you know, that this whole testing phase goes on, do you think that is actually effective? Is there enough time to be able to tell?
It's not about the number of days. People can pretend even for 2-3 years. People who are married for 10 years, sometimes they don't even know each other well.
Okay.
But what I did is for me to take her home, let her know my place, let my parents see her. So I am not so keen about the issue of the testing as such, because I have done my own investigation.
And it was successful. Yes, go on.
Yes, my investigation was successful. That is just the beauty of the thing. And on their own part, her parents did their own investigation about me. And sometimes when I move on the street of Makodi or when I went to the village, people will say, you want to marry? You did not tell us. I say, how did you know I want to marry? They say, your father-in-law called us now. He was asking us whether you are a good guy. We should give you, he should give you his daughter to marry or not. That they have already told him that give that guy your daughter to marry and so on.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Dr. Joseph, to be part of the show this morning. Okay, Wando, now let's ask you a question. Things you want to ask me, I'll ask you.
Okay.
If you were to get married now and your in-laws, you know, required that you must go for this testing we are talking about, like go and stay in their house and then maybe the mother-in-law get to check it, because to be honest, father-in-laws, I don't know, maybe the ones I've seen, they don't usually have too much problem, like to check, and their own is my son happy, like go ahead. If you were to get married and it was required of you to do that, would you go, or is it a red flag for you?
Okay, well, if I'm to get married and the request that I should go for check, for me, I'll go. Like some families, some people, they just go that particular day and come back. Especially when your in-law, your family to be is in the town, it's not villages. So you just go for visits, just go and clean, go and go for checkup, and they test you. So it's a nice one because you get to know them, and you be like some cultures, like this particular culture, especially if it's an inter-ethnic marriage. You know that their cultures. Can I deal with this particular culture?
But do you think that one day or that how many days is enough to go and know somebody's culture? Because I believe that is something that you have to maybe ask your partner, and then you have to be getting to know you now. With time, like you're thinking, and just getting to know some things in time.
Yes.
Those few days that you go to stay there, like I really want to know, because people be tying it down to when you see things like this happen, me, I've seen it happen. That's why I'm really keen on it. When you see things like this happen, when she goes there, it's not even about she should come and know, because there is introduction. When it comes to coming to know somebody back, there is introduction. So there is still that extra one off. Let me see whether should we wake up on time. Let me see whether if it's me that I know that I'm going there, I would definitely wake up on time. But I can go to my husband's and say, well, he's not my husband. He will not do anything. I can decide to not to wake up on time. So I really want to know how effective that you think that this is, just those few days, because someone can pretend to be cooking delicious food for those 3 days, and then back to, or it's possible that it's even luck that you are able to put all the seasoning and everything came out perfectly. But then when it gets to the marriage, so how effective really do you think this can be?
Well, and no matter how someone pretend, the truth eventually comes out.
In those few days that you're staying there, the truth to come out when they already get married, or how do you mean?
Well, in those few days, it will come out somehow. It will come out, but
okay, go on.
Yes. Well, so this it boils down to maybe sometimes it will not come out, but if you know the person you're dating, like this, your character, how you behave there, so what you do, it will be featured out. Yes, your character, how you behave with your in-laws, and your cooking skills, and they'll be able to feature. This is not really what.
There's also one question that I would like to ask. Why is it that it's the in-laws that get to determine if she can cook, if she can be able to sweep, if she can be able to do this? Like, if the man already knew that part of her, and then he's willing to go ahead for him to allow her to actually go there and get tested, it means that he is willing to accept that one. Why should it now be what the mother would say, okay, this person knows how to do this one, she can handle a home, or she cannot? That matters if the son is willing to already.
Well, the in-laws are more experienced. They are they are elderly people. So what they'll detect from far, the man won't be able to.
Okay, I see you're hitting us with that saying of what an elder we see from. Is it a tree, or there's a saying? I know that there's a tree.
Yes, Iroko tree, and a child. If a child even climb Iroko tree, won't be able to.
What the shadows? An elder will see
down. Yes,
sitting down.
Yes. A child, even if he climbs an Iroko tree, he won't be able to.
Exactly, that is the saying. So this is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning on the show, I am your host. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Wandedoo Tortya.
And our focus is bride compatibility, and we are talking about that tradition where it's required of a bride-to-be to actually go to her family house, not her family house, her in-laws' place, and live there for some time to get checked, to get tested, whether she's compatible enough for their son to marry. So what do you think about that situation? And also this final question, we have been talking about this, and I want to hear it also from the men's side, because it is not practice that much when it has to do with a man. In fact, if a man goes to his in-laws to be house, what I see is worshiping. That is what they are doing there. So do you think that it should go both ways, or do you think it's necessary, or is it even unnecessary? Call in and share with us, and especially comment if you think that it should go even for the men, right? call in and let us know. And also, ladies, do not be shy to call in and tell us if you have experienced something like this. Was it effective? Do you think that is something that should continue, or do you think that is something that is not fair or necessary? Tell us whatever you think. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868. That is 090-3648-5868. Call in and be part of the show this moment. So, Wando, why do you think that this is placed more on the women?
Right.
You know, this checking to go and test whether she's compatible and give her training to be able to take care of her man. Why do you think that this is placed more on the women? Like, it should be them that should get all this training more than the men.
Well, I think it's placed on the woman more because women has a lot of home responsibility than men. Men, their own also aim is to provide for the family. So their own work is not as tedious as women. So we displace on women because their own is to take care of the home, make sure the home is fine, is clean, the cooking aspect, the arranging, and making sure everywhere is clean and sparkling.
I personally think everyone should be making sure that everywhere is clean, like both man and women. But go on.
Yes, but women, women are raised in the home to take care of their environment, their immediate environment, and make sure everywhere is good, the place is conducive for the man to stay. So if a woman can handle a home perfectly well, that means the home will stand, the marriage will stand. So if women fail to take care of their homes, the marriage will scatter. It won't.
So what about the man? What if would he go for that? You said providing, right? That is their sole aim. So like, if it's providing, why won't he go and get tested whether he can provide and whether he can? Is the man that lifts heavy weights in the house now. So why wouldn't they go and check if he's able to carry, maybe put some kilograms of different heavy firewood, let him carry it also, and let them get to see whether he also would be able to take care of their daughter. Because what if something enters the house, and there's a snake in the house, who will kill it? So why doesn't he also go for all that training?
Well, in the olden days, like the movies we watch in the olden days, it was considered greatly for men. Before you marry, they will check you in and make sure you can do the basic necessity of life for a home to be stable and stand. But these days, I think it's been neglected because of
money.
Money.
I'll help you complete it. If he has money, then he can take care of the home.
Exactly. So these days, it's just all about money, financial stability. They don't care if the man is able to take care of a home, like support morally, even in kitchen aspect, in home aspect.
Yes.
So they just leave everything for the woman to handle. So it's really not. It's something for us to look into. Yes.
Okay. So going forward now, in fact, let me ask you: do you think that this practice? Do you think it's necessary?
Yes, I think it's necessary.
So how should it be involved? Like the men too should have to maybe go through it, the same way that the women
are going through. Yes. I think even men too, they should go through the process. Before you marry, you should be able to take care of a home. Take care of what if children come in? Will you leave everything for your wife to handle?
So finally, do you think that if they don't go for this testing at in-laws' place, do you think that maybe the home will not stand?
It will still stand because of the background you came into. If you come out from a good background, you are well trained from your parents, of course your home will still stand perfectly well without you going to your in-laws place for checkup, because you're already built, you're already trained to handle a home. So it's in you.
All right. Thank you so much. At this point in time, well, we have come to the end of the show, and we have been talking about bride compatibility today on Saturdays for weddings. And I've been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Wandedoo Tortya.
And also, do not go too far, because coming up next at 1 p.m. is PDKs, right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, keep enjoying music of your life.
AskingRadio.com